Alright, so the first thing you need to do to set up this high contrast kind of portrait is obviously get your camera set up. Have your stand-in model, if it's going to be a self-portrait, get the camera all focused up in place, and then you can prepare the rest of the lighting. So the trick to getting a shot like that is having a high angle light, very harsh light, so you don't want a softbox, more of a raw light sort of focused on this one. Okay, so what I've got is a 580EX. I've got a bit of a beauty dish on there to pull the light in. There's some other tools we can use to pull it in even tighter and focus the spot on the person's face. But we're going to start off with this one and see where it goes. Okay, so the lighting that I'm looking for is very high angle. So we'll get this thing up as high as we can get it. Okay, not leaving a lot of room to move around in the studio. Okay, I'm going to get the light facing me, a bit of a downward angle. So right now it's a little bit out of frame, you can't quite see it, but the light's up in this general direction on me. The light's going to come down, it's going to hit my face, it's going to give a big shadow underneath the eye, underneath the nose. Any wrinkles, imperfections in the skin should be amplified. It gives a really gritty look to it. Okay, second thing I'm going to do, obviously I need to move the stand-in me out of the way. Depending on the effect that we get with the light, once we've got everything set up, you might want to kill the ambient light in the room. Okay, so the first thing I would normally do a test shot from the camera without using the flash. Make sure that the room's blacked out. Once you've verified that the room's blacked out, you can then start to use the flash and work it in, adjust the power accordingly, and then move on from there. Alright, so once you've got the lighting in place, you want to do a couple of test shots. Easiest way to do the test shot, self-timer mode. Get yourself into position underneath the light. Once your timer's all set up and ready, pose, do whatever face you need to do to make the shot convincing, and then come check it out on the LCD. Okay, so I'm fairly far away on this one. I'm going to zoom in. We've got generally the lighting we're looking for, very high. Okay, dark out the eyes. I think my face could be in a little bit different position there. I'm going to try it again. So, 10-second timer again. Facing straight forward. Lights pointing generally towards the front of my face. Arr. Make some noise, see what the picture looks like. Okay, so I'm looking a little crazy in that shot, but I think that's kind of what we're looking for. Okay, you can see the darkness around the eyes. One eye is completely blacked out. You've got a lot of shadow underneath the brow. It's looking good. Alright, so now's when you jump out there, play with some different faces, get that look you're looking for. Whether you want to be staring blankly at the camera or some sort of an intense look to your face. Okay, so let's try one more, see if it's a keeper. Myself here. Okay, a little bit of a squint going on, trying to add some details in the corners of my eyes. Zoom right in, losing my eyes a little bit. But I'm liking the shadow a lot, so we'll try one more and see what it does. Okay, so again, I'm on my mark, underneath the light. And have a look and see what that does. Okay, zoom in one more time. Okay, still liking the shadows. Not quite getting the light where I want into my eyes. So I'm going to shift my head upwards a little bit this time. Okay, I'm going to do the same squint with the eyes. So a little bit of attitude. Let's see if we got it in the face. Definitely didn't get the attitude that time. So we'll try one more. It's a fun part about self-portraits, doing them over and over again until you get them right. Okay, and just for fun, I'm going to do one more before I even look at that. Add a little bit of attitude, scary face, whatever you need to do. Alright, so zooming in. This time where I made the face where kind of like I was screaming a little bit, I got some wrinkles in the forehead, some wrinkles in the corner of my eyes. I think that's exactly what we're looking for on this one. Okay, so zoom out a little bit so you can see exactly what's going on in studio here. Just have the single light. Actually, you can see it in frame. It's a 580EX up at a high angle, almost above my head, slightly forward. Camera's on the tripod. Okay, we'll zoom in. Now you can see a little bit of that face. We'll edit it up in the video a little bit and see how it goes from there. Now, as far as the background goes, there's different techniques you can use to get the background exactly how you're wanting it. In camera for this one, it's looking pretty dark. If we had too much light going on in the background, we could turn the main lights off, find a dimmer light. If you have a light that dims in the studio, that can help. You can also put some different adapters over top of the flash itself. So if you have a grid of any sort, the grid's going to focus the light even more and just restrict the amount of spill that goes onto the background. Okay, so the less light you can have bouncing around the room, then the more dark the background's going to seem because no light's hitting it. Okay. So we'll go upstairs. I'm going to have a look at that. We'll do a quick edit and put it all together and see what we can find out. And any questions, let me know. All right.